Alright, just started up my high quality recording as well. Welcome to TheRiaya and my live stream for all things Blender at this time. The goal of this is to learn how to animate and things when I'm done. Is primarily focused on the face and such. I've actually gone through other characters I've made and made basic movements and things. It's just the face in the end is going to be the most complex, and if I'm going to do that I want to be able to have full hand movement as well, so that's why I'm also including the hands in this. As you see, there's a hand already here, but if you take notice right here, it's not attached at all. It's actually separated from it because I was doing a test to make sure I had that right, so we're going to just take that and just slap it off. Technically I could just delete the elbow section and reattach right there, but of course then that would be kind of pointless for doing this live on stream. I got some crappy looking pants on the character. I was messing with sculpting recently, and I decided I'll just make some pants using the sculpting instead of using the cloth simulation, and they just came kind of meh. I just left them there. Primarily because, you know, having the character skin look and whatnot. This one will go to rendered as usual. Save screen casting's already on, as you can see from there. And everything looks good. So I'm going to hit tab, open it up into edit mode. And the first thing we're going to do is grab the end there and hit E for extrude. Oh. As my brain flops on itself, like, what do you do next? Then start pulling out. And we need to increase on the Y-axis for extruding again. Now the hand's probably going to be disproportionate. It's just how it is. Pull that over. E again. This forms the back of the hand right here in the beginning area where we're going to form out the thumb. And it's best if I show that. And the first thing we're going to do is form out that said thumb, speaking of it. Pull that out. That forms this section right here. And this area here will become the primary thumb itself, but it's gonna look kind of really warped and such. So don't look at it and be like, ew, that's totally off, because yeah, of course it's totally off. You got a gimp thumb. Yes, there is a gimp thumb. Pull that back. That might be a little too big as is. Do that one more time. That forms the primary section of the thumb right here. So it's all going to be a little funky and off at first. So I'm going to hit 7Z because I'm going to select this whole area here. Pull it out still a little more this way than a little more on the Y. Nope. This whole section here, by the way, is going to get rotated and down. So that'll just follow with it. So I'm going to grab the bottom section. And the whole thumb area that we have just for right here. Start rotating on X. And pull down. So I was thinking about trying to do something just to keep it a little simpler, but no, that's good for now. Because what we're going to be doing later on is adding some cross cuts and things, but It's not till later. We could do this one now. You'll see why in a bit why we do that. But now we're going to add a bunch of knife cuts. We need to start forming the actual fingers. First, before we do that, so we're going to level this out. So SY0. Ooh, sorry. Wow. SZ0. This week on messing up on Blender. And same for the bottom, SZ0, because we want that even out. And we want this to even out together as well. So this is SY0. And we need to start getting those knife cuts in. So we'll start with one here. That formulates. This formulates. One, so that forms 1, 2, 3. We need one more knife cut. Obviously, this is all disproportionate still with each other, so grab the knife cuts and we're also going to level them together on the y-axis. So alt right click each one and SY0. This one was already done. We could move this one actually over because we need to get the size of fingers to be a little more like they should be. Alright, first one going to come out will be this one. So extrude and pull, and you're going to do it for each one, trying to get it at least equal towards what a how a hand would be formulated. Keep in mind where the hips all go, looking at your own hand for reference if you need to. Yeah, they're still a little too stubby, I feel, so I'm going to pull them out a little more. Here we go. Alright, just made sure that looked like the stream might have stopped. It didn't. Alright. Just like we added the cut here, we're going to add cuts along the top as well here. So for each one, Control R, make sure it goes up via the top. Then each cut, afterwards you just hit escape. Oh, not around. Alright. Obviously these are all still kind of off, and we're going to want to get them set around as a actual circle. So loop tools, in case you don't remember, that's file. If you don't have it activated, files, user preferences, add-ons under the search for loop, and activate loop tools and tell it to save user settings while you exit. There, we got loop tools, and we want to make them to actual circles. Oops, wrong thing. Circle. We're probably going to have to move the fingers over as well, so that's fine. Just grab each sections for the fingers and start spreading them a bit. Size not changing on X for that, so that was S then Shift X to do that. Circle. So as you can probably tell from watching this already, that's already got the basics set up on the fingers and hand. But we're also going to add the fingernails. She knows that's a fat looking pinky finger. So I'll modify the size on that first before we do anything else. And move it over. Obviously, these still overall look like just giant sausage fingers. But again, edit up to your specific preference in the end. Make all of them a bit smaller, actually, now looking at them. Hands in general, obviously, aren't that thick. They're still a little short too, comparably with the thumb. So we're gonna pull out a little more. We're gonna have to fix that pinky also, because it should be that thin on one side compared to the others. So obviously I messed that up. Pull that back out. Just a little bit, and we're gonna need to recenter this with itself. Wrong thing. SY 0 and pull over. Though I'd probably just recircle it. Yeah. Recircle. Done for the time being. And save. Obviously you need knuckles on the fingers. And oh, I got to rotate a bunch of these. So if you have to re-rotate, so they're mostly facing forward, because that'll be coming in when forming the fingernails actually. There we go. The thumb's gonna be the most annoying. I'm gonna grab the center point on each and pull them out to form the edge of the fingers. There we go. And now start setting loop cuts for the actual knuckle section and such. See how it forms out, then more at the base with it. Now, you don't have to add, we're going to add another loop cut for formation of the nails. You'll see obviously why when I do it. This one's off, I have to fix that, but first we're going to form the loop cuts though, for the formation of the nails on the other fingers, all but the thumb. So, add another loop cut, move it forward to a location where you want the nails to end on the fingers. Or, you know, look at your hand if you're not sure exactly where they go to get them done. Thumb needs to, not thumb, the pinky needs to come out just slightly. I'm trying to make it more human specific. That is odd that it formulated that so far off. Let's move that over. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Let's grab that and move that over as well. Grab here. Place it as such. So those are all in place, and we're going to select the tops of each of these. Hit E for extrude. Now, make sure you have this set to individual origins, not median point. Because if you do median point, it's going to do that. So individual origins, that means it's going to do the center of each of these separate selections. So you hit S, you make them smaller on in each other, and slightly pull down. This is where you get to choose exactly how you want to do it. I have my way of doing it. I'm sure there are plenty of others that have their ways of doing it. But you can duplicate, then make another nail on top of it or something. Or what I do is I'm going to extrude again, pull up slightly, and as you can see, it already formulates the actual nail section itself. And at this point, if you want, you can also add a new material. New. And label it nail. And at least assign it for that. You're going to have to go all the way around, too. And assign it for the rest of it. But for starting now, as you can see, it's already turned white here. Changing over to the design. So, let's make this darker pinkish red. And now it's all about just moving the nail into the position that you want it to be in. So pull up on my character and just pull out some. Let's see how it actually looks on her. See that section there, you can see part of this is why you're going to have to get underneath and such, like here on the nail. If you can just, there you go. Hold down Alt, right click near the edge so that it goes all the way around. And go to nail and tell it to assign. There you go. And the last one to do obviously is the pinky nail. Pinky. The thumbnail. How much did this mess up? Okay. Wow, that rotated it. Wrong thing. I did not mean to extrude. Rotate on X. Okay, this whole finger is actually a little too rotated. So I'm gonna have to I did it again. Rotate on X. And pull it up. You're gonna have to select around here. Up. Select all of that. Select all of that. R on X. There we go. Alright. Just make sure we have just this again. Along with this and finger down. And I'm actually going to have to take that and move it more up. And pull that up. Pull that up. I should just made the whole line the same section together. So save here. Okay, so if, it's only I figured. I was actually thinking about this last night. I was like, this is only going to take about 10 minutes. So extrude there, size small, pull it in. Now if you want, you can just make sure that this is a little more the same level. So SX, wrong way, SY, 0. And, oh, actually it doesn't have to be, it's not going to be perfect like that. So pull that in, grab these two, shoot again. Pull out. Grab the front two. Pull forward. I think it's gonna have to go up some more too, right? Yeah. Let's see how it actually looks on here. Hell, I might have to. I think I'm gonna have to go in here, yeah. And grab here and pull that down a little bit. Other than that, it's... Yeah, I might have messed up. I messed up. See, yeah. There's the problem right there. Pull that down. grab around there, grab these two, nail, assign. So there's the basic hand. Doesn't take long to formulate, obviously, just like anything else. If you're going to be adjusting a character to your liking, it's going to take longer than just this to fully do it. But formation of a, whoa, didn't want that. Let's unselect that. Move that over, but I'm going to have to select the whole section. Not just that, I need to move this over as well. And move it over. We need to rotate on... what is it? Z a little to straighten the whole finger out. There we go. Alright. That, I'd say concludes this video. So on Wednesday, we're going to start formation of the character's chest. And hopefully that I don't get banned for. Or reprimanded or whatever. And hopefully they don't throw some kind of... somebody doesn't throw some kind of fit on here. I would hope not. Again, I'll make the whole character look just white for it. But that video shouldn't take long either. Alright, thank you for coming and watching the video. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, hit that. Oh man, I just realized the live stream was stopped going. Why did it stop? Oh, I'm a moron. I actually stopped the live stream. It was on purpose, guys. I hit 7 on the number pad, and that's my hotkey, and that's where it would have ended, unfortunately. The new one's not up. I don't know where it exactly ended. I might have been near there, but at least the high quality one will be going up soon. But this is the end of the stream. If you liked what you saw here, and I haven't messed up like that, I think ever, but unfortunately today, I did, obviously. So the high quality one will be up on YouTube if for any bits that you missed, and I'm sorry about that. So that's youtube.com/TheRiaya. And if you liked what you saw here, please hit that sub button and to see more Blender stuff after I formulate the character's chest and whatnot. We're going to start getting into setting up the basic animation for the body from the waist up. And then start working on the actual mouth itself. Alright. I'll see you all later, and if you're watching this on YouTube, like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, leave a comment below if you have any comments and suggestions, and I'll see you all later.